Heyo, we are back with some more Elestrals Clash. I'm just gonna load into queue right away. I was debating on making a couple changes to my deck between now and the last time. One thing I was thinking is maybe adding Dense Fogs or trying Dense Fog instead of Pandora's Boxes. I think that has potential to be useful, but it's also kind of tough to justify, so I don't know. Because the problem is that the deck is doesn't have a whole lot of slots available. For anyone who's tuning in now and doesn't know what deck I'm running, I call it Hephstia. It's basically a Hephstia and Hephaestus mix. Kind of play around spawning a whole bunch of little guys with the potential of going into big guys such as Leonites, playing around battle tricks with Volcanic Forge and Hestia's Hearth, and just getting attack boosts with Torch of Hestia, which also gives me draw power with Hestia. It's a very synergistic deck, meant to keep pressure on the opponent and never let them build anything up. And then just, if they do get something built up, hopefully I have some way to take it down. I can get kind of creative with the way I combo stuff. Like, if I have a Hephstia, Warmites, and Leonites, I can special cast the Warmites, lower the attack of something, and then summon Leonite, which then is basically 10 attack on the first time it gets summoned, so I can beat over anything that's 13 or more attack. So if I ever face Posthumous, that's kind of my game plan, which hopefully I just don't have to. That looks like a pretty nice starting hand. Leonite I'm kind of mixed on, but if like Torch and survives a turn, it's good use for it. Getting the P-Box and PTA is nice though. It's like, I like P-Box, so that's why I don't really want to get rid of it. Because P-Box is basically nice in every single matchup that's not Lockagon. When I'm playing against Lockagon, it feels pretty bad. Because the only thing you can really P-Box is Aphrodite or Foamy Champ. And there's not a whole lot of reason that I find to use P-Box on Foamy Champ, because most lock players are going to have 3 Foamy Champs, 3 Champ locks, and 2 Frostfall locks, if not just 3 of each lock. So then they essentially have 9 cards in their deck, and drawing any one of them will put them in a good spot. That's tough. So then using 2 spirits to stop the Foamy, which they can just search again immediately, is hard to justify. Is it worth it? Maybe, if you don't have anything else. Like, I don't have... Ugh. Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't have Gorgons, but then I top deck a Gorgon, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna play... it feels risky to play Torchin, because if he's got anything to stop me, I'm all of a sudden like a Gorgons that stops everything. Because what I want is to grab Hephstia with Torchin, then special cast Warmite out, kill the Aphoros, prevent him from... Okay, he's probably trying to Gorgons. He just did it too early. Seems like it might be a newer player. Anytime I see a lower rank. Yeah, there's the Gorgons. Not super surprised. Does kind of suck because now I don't get Hephstia. I will play 3 back row. Also, this is on the updated version. I'm playing on the December 3rd. So they fixed a lot of the bugs that were super important. Things like both PTA bugs, the one of it not activating and the other one of it not paying out. And then they also fixed some Foretell stuff. They fixed the Aphoros getting either 0 or 10 attack. And a few other things. Unfortunately, no new things, but that's okay, I suppose. Better to get the game in good shape before they add in a whole bunch of things that are just gonna stack problems on problems. If he casts a normal foamy instead of using the foamy champ instead of using the discard on it, I will stop it. But yeah, so I can Gorgons and PTA here if that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's not the right chain. It's the same thing he did. I don't even know if he's got a second one. I'm just going to stop the heal here. PTA is tempting. I don't know what this other back row is. If I challenge... Like, I can beat over it right now with Warmite. That's what I want to do. I'm going to risk it. Gonna risk it. Okay, he forfeited. It must not have been defensive back row, and he must have just assumed that he would have... I don't know. His hand must have been pretty bad or something. Maybe he drew like a whole bunch of foamy champs. Didn't draw a Tadpuff. I think a lot of lock players will probably start putting their locks in defense. I guess I'm kind of predicting like the ban lists. Whatever the ban list gets, whether it's Tadpuff or one of the locks or even like foamy or something weird, I think the locks players are going to have to play slower and they're going to have to put their guys in defense. Which is going to be worse into the Morfrost matchup because Scorpio just drops your defense to 0 and then it's free to beat over. But against every other deck, it'll help. I think it'll help them really survive the turn. My deck specifically likes to take advantage of people in attack position or who do attack. Like if I've got Warmite out and somebody attacks into me and I Hestia's Hearth, I can lower their attack by 6 in battle phase and also deal damage to them, so it's pretty awesome. Oof. Drawing Hephstia here hurts, but that's a nice rune lineup. So I think I'm just going to expend a draw here. And then... yeah. I need more guys. I'm not going to play the Hestia's Hearth. Because next turn I will probably play Hephstia and a Torch, so I need a slot open for both of those. Astrabbit. I can beat over that with Hephstia with Torch, so I'm not too afraid of it. It's funny this thing's still limited to 1, but a lot of people run it in their deck still. In Clash at least. Which is weird because it's not really used at all in the main game at all, so it's just a little bit slow for how fast things move. But depending on the ban list, it could come back. Depends on how slow games get. Is that the full art Ursaden? I didn't know they had that as a card back. That's pretty nice. It looks I feel like it looks different than the full art Ursaden, but it could be wrong. I don't own one, so. Nope, yeah, that's just straight up the art for the Ursaden. Alright, let's see. I'm going to still play the Volcaries. I'll try and bait him to use like P-Box or something. Even if he uses Gorgons, it's not too bad for me. Because like I said, I already got the Hephstia in hand, so it's kind of a pointless search. Kind of trying to bait out back row here. Yeah, that works. That is cool. I will absolutely take that. Now I'll shove it in his face. I should have done this last turn, because I wanted to play Hephstia and then start disenchanting from it to grab the torches. I'm not going to equip one to the Volcaries here. I might regret that, but I can't use the effect of Volcaries to enchant from the underworld. So that seems like a waste of a spirit to just put it on it now. Especially when I've got good defensive options. And if he decides to... If he decides he wants to try and deal with... Or like ascend into something problematic, I got Gorgons and PTA. Does have T-Storm? I was wondering about that. If he has 2 T-Storms, I'm going to be hurting. That's the PTA. I was hoping he would get baited and do it on the Hephstia. So he's going to go for the amp up combo. Yeah. It's like if I didn't have two back row here, I would just insta-lose the game. Now if he doesn't have a second T-Storm, he insta-loses the game. So 2 of his cards are amp ups. He'll play the amp up. Expend and discard. And I will now Gorgons. Not entirely sure what his other back row is. Or this one for that matter. I don't think it matters unless he happened to draw an extra amp up. Ooh, Lavalith. That's fun. I'm not going to use it right now though. I'm going to normal cast the Kinleo. Okay. Apparently I don't have an option to misenchant because I wanted to play that with a water. Is that an option I need to turn on? Self-chain. Pump after opponent. I don't know. That's kind of frustrating. Because I did definitely want to misenchant that with a water. Because if he plays Tsunami here, I could lose the game if he has another amp up. And playing a... normal casting a Kinleo literally does nothing. There's no reason not to misenchant it. I do have a couple torches I can play. This is why I wanted to get the Hephstia out earlier rather than later. I don't know if he's going to have Supercell or not, so I'm still going to hold on to Forge. I shouldn't need it. Play both fires while I can still use the Underworld with Volcaries. Oh, it's... How many do I have in the Underworld? 2 fires. Okay, maybe I will play Volcanic Forge. If he plays Supercell, I don't think I'm scared at this point. What's he gonna do here? He was thinking. I'm gonna play Volcanic Forge purely in fear that one of these is a Tsunami and I didn't get to misenchant. Because then I can use Hepstia's Hearth to give me enough defense to survive. I'll move to battle phase. Oh, he's got auto turned. He's got the never pause option. He's gonna Gorgon's the Valkyries right out of the bat. I have one torch on each, so I'm not too scared of that. It is super annoying though. He's already had 2 Gorgons. Valkyries, Warmite. Warmite's awesome. I want to grab the Warmite. Oh, P-Box too though. I think I am not gonna be scared of the second amp up. Or I got rid of the amp up now, so I don't know what he would have here. I'm not sure why he Gorgons the Valkyries, honestly, just to keep the Astrabbit alive. I was thinking maybe he's got like an Arcolith he'll hard ascend into. Oh, he's got resting, okay. That is annoying. He's targeting the Valkyries. Whatever. Severing his other back row, like he's going to use that to expend a draw, okay. Good, I did not want to have to use my Hepstia's Hearth until I get the Warmite. He's drawing all back row. I'm having to fight through a lot here. I don't need to use that. Enter battle phase. Swing Kilneo over Astrabbit. I think I'm gonna grab the Valkyries just because I still need like another 1-drop. I need guys to play right now. That's what I need most. I think I'm in a really good spot though. I am beating him in spirits quite a bit. He's down to 7. I'm basically at 15. Even more than that if you count Warmite plus plus Hepstia's Hearth, so. There's the Arcolith. I was expecting that. I don't have anything to stop the effect. He's got a 3rd back row. Oh, yikes. Skip attack step, go to battle step. Go Hepstia's Hearth. I'm gonna play off the Hephaestus, I think. This is why we love Hepstia's Hearth. I can enchant 2, which gives me 6. So even if he is to Gorgons, my effect will still crash. I'll only take 2 damage. And if he does not Gorgons, then he pretty much just loses. Spoiled fruit. He's running spoiled fruit in main. Psychopath. On the bright side, I still set him to 0 attack so that he wasn't able to do anything there. So I can normal cast Lavalith, which I'm going to do now because this is probably the last chance I'll get to. So face my 1 of 1 Lith, bud. I don't know which one of those to pick. This is the one he just played, so... Looks like it was a shield, so that was a good one to take out. Try and take him out with the Kinleo. I think this has just been sitting there all game, so I'm pretty sure that's dead. Whatever it is. I will grab the Pandora's next turn. Not that it really matters. The spoiled fruit was good. I gotta, especially in game 2s in best of 3s, I have to get better at not using the heal when I'm in a winning position. Because that is one of the only things that makes me lose a winning game, is somebody who knows the value of spoiled fruit against Kinleo, and especially Warmite. Because I'm basically spending my, it's like one of my best options of the Warmite and Hephstia's Hearth combo is just so good. And I get to keep the 6 attack drop, but if I'm probably using it on my opponent's turn. So it's not like I can take advantage of the attack drop. That's kind of tough. I'm not drawing any Hephstias today at all. Like, this is really good stuff, but I go second, and if he has any sort of removal whatsoever, I'm cooked. If I don't draw more guys, I'll risk it. 4 runes. So surely my next draw is going to be a guy. But Necroph's a good guy to have anyways. It's like, if I get to choose one guy, it would either be Warmite or Necroph. Uh-oh. This is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting. Now I wish I drew a Volcaries. So, fun fact, Torch of Hephstia only says Hephstia needs to be enchanted. Does not say which Hephstia. So I can actually draw a card off of his Hephstia. But I also kept a hand with Volcanic Forge in it, and now I wish I didn't. Also, if I play Hephstia's Hearth, oh, it's a weird Hephstia deck. Never mind. I don't know what this is going to be. But Hephstia's Hearth will heal his Warmite if he's running Warmite, which I feel like it should be. So there's the Nectar. So is this just like discount Smoky? Ooh, double Nectar. I find myself losing to double Nectar, or triple Nectar even, more often than any other card. It's just, you'd think they're spending so many spirits that they can never pull it off, but they're building up their back row and they're having enough cards to have guys. So it's hard enough for me to fight through back row, especially if I'm just not drawing Hephstia, but, you know. Alright, I'm going to hold on to Necroph for now, and I'm going to play Volcaries. Try and bait out a Gorgons or something. I can get some more Torch of Hephstias this way, which I'll be able to then generate card advantage using his Hephstia, because that's a fun interaction. And it's like, I feel like he probably knows that I'm, like, yeah, there's the Gorgons. Can't avoid it. No counterplay card. It kind of sucks because now I don't even get to draw the torch, but it is what it is. He could just burn Hephstia again, so it gets off the field, so I don't get to take advantage. He's going expended, right? He's drawing all his cards. How many cards is he down to? 28. So he's drawn 6 more cards than I have. It's not like I'm out of options, that's for sure. But my only defensive option is basically PTA, which I don't like being in that position. There shouldn't be any... The only rune removal this deck should have is Lavalith. So he could Hard Ascend into Lavalith and just pop something at random. What's interesting, the Underworld spins faster when you hover over it. Who coded that and why? I guess that's just like some simple game juice. I mean, it looks like I'm in a winning position because he's only got 8 spirits and I've got 19. But he's got so many more cards. Okay, well, that pretty much solves the only thing I was worried about. We'll play Necruff and attack. Even if he PTAs me, I can still get over the Ignector. I'll use Necruff to destroy the Ignector. I'll equip Torch to Volcaries so that I can draw even if he kills my Necruff here. Like, I'm assuming he's trying to build up to an Ascension of some kind. I don't know. There's the PTA. Not surprised. Paying off one from Hephstia. That's fascinating. Could very well... His last card could be a shield. Nope, nope, not that one. This one, please. I do wish I was able to play this in the Underworld, but we take what we can get. Alright, getting to burn him for 1 here. Okay, he just forfeits. Yeah, I mean, I was going to burn him for 1 with Necruff. Hit him direct for 1. Draw a card off of his Hephstia. Then he has to pay 1 to expend the Necruff, so he gets down 3 more spirits. And if he didn't have a defensive option, I just don't think he was getting out of that. Kind of unfortunate to have that many draws and not get what you need, but that's just what happens. I'm still kind of curious what that deck's goal was. I guess I'd probably guess it's Hephstia, Torchin, Turbo into Majursa. Because something interesting is if you have Hephstia and Torchin, you can automatically get into a 3-drop. Because you can special cast the Torchin, and then you can Nexus one with Torchin from Hephstia onto the Torchin itself. And then you still have your normal cast, which you can send over the Torchin then into whatever you want. Now that's basically a 3-card combo, because you need Hephstia, Torchin, plus any 3-drop. But, you know, sometimes it comes in handy. Maybe. But yeah, the only Elestrals he played that entire game was Ignector, which is just, it's an expensive way to draw cards. Actually, he special casted the Ignector. Oh, I just realized that. So he didn't even use his normal action the first turn. He was gambling the entire game on getting an Ascension with double Nog. And he didn't get it. But I'm so curious. I wonder what fire 2-drops are even in the game. Fire, 2 cost. Drake Array. Didn't seem like it. Seemed like it was pure fire. Floracne. You know, it would be really sad if it was for Floracne because just would not work against me whatsoever. Floracne Champ. This card's super cool. It's like, I want it to be good, but it requires a little too much setup. Because you basically have to play Earth Scout, search Floracne, ascend into Floracne, and then disenchant one from Hephstia to search for an Arachne's Lair, play the lair, and then you're good. So I guess it's only a 2-card combo technically, but it just eats up your entire Hephstia is the problem, which I don't want to do. It's a rune. Humburst is for mill. It's not. I don't think that was a mill deck, but maybe. Krakatuga. Maybe a funny burn deck. Could be another reason why. But I mean, normally you don't want to be burning your own spirits doing Nogs if you're doing that, so I doubt it was that. Lavalith, Leonites, Salashade. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped. Only thing I can think of is if it was a Spider's Floracne type variation thing or a 3-drop turbo. I feel like 3-drop turbo is better with water, especially now that Peliquarius champ is in the game. Because you have Tadpuff, Poseidon, Peliquarius champ, and then now you can also just run Afro for fun. And Tadpuff plus Poseidon can get you into 3-drop because you special cast Tadpuff, you Nexus one from Poseidon onto it, and you get a 3-drop. Ascension. Peliquarius, you just need a Nexus Bank plus Peliquarius plus a 3-drop in hand. So either Afro or even like Atlantis or Poseidon. Either of them will work. Going second, finally see a Hephstia. Lots of back row. I'm gonna keep. Is that the best option? I'm torn. But when I get PTA and Gorgons in the starting hand, it's hard not to keep because those are such good utility. Yeah, one of the changes I was debating on making, besides the Dense Fog, was adding Exaltus Champ. Ooh, Firestorm Visitors. This card sucks. And, because I know, like, Exaltus Champ is solar. But I realized it combos extremely well. Like, extremely, extremely well with Torch of Hephstia. So that whenever it attacks, it effectively is a 1-drop with 8 attack, which is awesome. Because it gets this attack boost to 3 from the Foretell, and you can special cast it. Do I want to play the Warmite here? I think I do. If he PTAs, I'm going to be sad. Gorgons or shield, it's kind of whatever. Because I can Hestia's... Well, Hestia's Hearth won't help. Because I don't have any runes in the underworld. It's on the wrong chain for doing anything. This is just the... Or maybe that was the PTA chain? I'm not actually entirely sure. Lower the Viscerous attack. Yeah, the problem is I didn't draw another guy here. So he Gorgons the effect. The Fire Earth. Is this going to be a Vesuva 2 good deck? Is that even in this game? Alright, I'll drop my 3 back row. Maybe I just do the 2 back row. This is tough. Because I need to play Hephaestus here. So I can disenchant, so I can get a fighter in the underworld. But then do I want to play the Torch of Hephstia? Or do I want to play the Hestia's Hearth? I don't really want to use my Gorgons just to keep my Warmite alive. At the same time, if I'm... No, I'm gonna... Okay, I took too long, and now I got neither. Stupid game. Every action you take speeds up the timer, so even if I'm doing my actions as quick as the game lets me, by the time it gets to the 4th action, the timer just goes like zip down to 0. Is this one if... While Hephaestus is enchanted. I think I'm gonna Gorgons it. If this deck is what I think it is, okay, well... No, I did the stupid chain thing. Yeah. I really wish I played the Hephstia's Hearth now, because then I could keep the Warmite alive and deal damage to him. Dang. I wasn't sure if he was going to play something worth Gorgonsing. If he didn't, I would never have wanted to use the Hearth. But I could have gotten full use out of it if I did play it now. Hit him for 2, kill the Viserys, and buff myself. And then I could just use Torch of Hephstia on the... Yeah. That stupid timer is going to make me lose the game. I'm going to do something super stupid, and I'm just going to special cast the Volcaries here. Because I don't think I can afford not to. Take the 2 extra damage to special casts, rather than him dealing 2 damage to me anyways. I at least have a chance here to deal damage to him. Sure, I'll try and search. Fail to find. Play a fire from the underworld to equip. Enter battle and go over the Viserys. He's got shield. Man. Oh, he's got Argo. He can still play fires from the underworld because I have Hephaestus. I should have... yeah. This is weird. This is like a deck straight out of Firestorm. You don't see these ones very often. I do not match up well into this deck. And my draws are just not in my favor. I would have been fine, I think. Well, let's see. So he had Argo. So if he would have attacked into Viserys... No, if I waited until battle step to kill, then it would have been fine. Oh, he didn't use Volcary's effect to play from the underworld. Interesting. If he did, he would have had a sure victory. Yeah, so even if he played Argo, I would have had Hephaestus Hearth, lowering his attack by 6, so no matter what he would have done, I would have been able to beat over him. Let's see, that takes me down to nothing. I think I'm gonna do it. Nice. Yeah, I'm just barely hanging on here. And he's got so much left. Doesn't have any back row though. Can play a Torch of Hephstia. It pretty much brings me down to nothing. I need a Warmite, I need a Warmite, I need a Warmite. Yes, a Warmite! Oh, come on. Don't crash me now. So Warmight is the only way I get out of this because I can potentially heal with it. But that is still a lot to ask for. Because Hephstia is on my board. Basically, no matter what he does this turn, I think I want to Gorgons. Play Warmight. Set 2 Hephastia's Hearth. Pay the 2 off of Hephstia to use both Hephastia's Hearths. Hit him for 5. Heal 4. If he doesn't set anything here, I think I'm okay. Yes. Yep, so I Gorgon's here. Pay 1 from Hephstia. 1 from Hephstia. Go on to Wasp Ivy. Stop the attack. Yep. So now we play Warmight in attack. I think he got greedy here. I'm surprised he didn't correctly enchant that. Because if he did, I would die from the expend. But now I'm not going to. So he totally misplayed that. Unless he ran out of earths already. Maybe he's not running a heavy earth. I'll play Torch of Hephstia because I can maybe do something after this point. Oh, another hearth. That's crazy. I will draw and then I'll grab the Kinleo too, just in case I can do something. Maybe I'll enchant Hephstia with one of the Hephastia's Hearths. Just so I can get some spirits on it. Can make him expend 1. Yeah, I'm so curious if he had the Earth Spirit or if he just messed up. Oh, maybe he's got Eruption? I don't know. Would this deck run Eruption? Because if he plays Eruption, then I need to stop him at the end of his draw phase and use Eruption. So he's got Cyanectar, so is this a PTA? Oh, it's an Artemis PTA. Oh, this is going to get really interesting. He needed the... If he used that on Warmight once again, he would win. Because then I'm forced to use my Hephastia's Hearths to heal now. So I don't know. He's kind of playing super suboptimally. I should have lost this game. Like I definitely 100% should have lost. So Wasp Ivy cannot be targeted by counter runes. However, I can use Hephastia's Hearth, and that doesn't count. Alright, pay 1 for the Hephastia's Hearth. heal. I can drop you by 2. I can drop you by another 2. And I can heal. It's not over yet, though. I got another one. Yeah, because Artemis PTA will suppress. And he just played this back row, so it's not going to do anything for him. So he dies, or he loses 3. I lose 3 from Wasp Ivy effects on Death Expend. I just play Hepstia's Hearth, enter battle phase, swing in for game. That's why you don't give up. When people make the most mistakes when they're already confident in their victory. And I speak from experience with that one as well. I absolutely do. So definitely don't give up. It's not over till it's over. I don't intentionally do the challenges on this ever. I did look, and I've got like, in one more game I'll have 150 games on this deck, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know I played this game that much. It's so nice and easy to play on the online version, though. I'm really glad they came out with this. It does help that my entire deck is in this, and I can get mostly good practice because pretty much all the Morphrosts are in here, so I can face Morphrost players. Hermes stuff is almost all in here. Lock stuff, obviously. Solar is really the only one that's missing anything with the Nebuleo line. It's just kind of weird because we're looking at a like Celestlio token thingamajig on screen. Let's see. So yeah, that first game went wrong because I ran out of time and didn't make a decision. I don't know how, like, it would have gone completely differently if I played the Hepstia's Hearth turn 1. I'm not sure how differently it would have gone had I played the Torch turn 1. Which he made multiple mistakes in that game. He could have played Spirits from the Underworld on his Volcaries, because my Hephaestus was enchanted. So he paid 2 for the Poison Tunic from his own deck. He could have correctly enchanted his Wasp Ivy. He did have the correct Earth spirits because he played the Wasp Ivy the next turn. And even if I did, I guess I could have I still Gorgonsed it, but I wouldn't have been able to kill it immediately, and then he still would have got his combo of the second one out, and it would have been game. I guess I could have stopped him with both of the. Well, either way, no matter what, if he correctly enchanted it, I would have lost. And then 3 is he used the Artemis PTA on Nekruff, which his effect didn't matter, especially since he was attacking the Warmite. He should have just used it on the Warmite to suppress it, and then he would have had it, so. Yeah, Wasp Ivy is my worst matchup. It just, every time I face a Wasp Ivy, it hurts. The Spirit Math on my deck, it's mono fire, so maybe Spirit Math's the wrong term. I'm not sure what the correct term would be. But I can't just waste spirits. my opponent forcing me to expend when I don't want to really messes up my game plan. Because Hephstia is super expensive. Paying two spirits just to get an extra special cast isn't the best. It's kind of just what I need to do. Usually what happens is the special cast ends up trading with a back row. So it's more or less paying 2 spirits to get somebody to use Gorgons or Shield or something. So then they're paying 2 and it's kind of equal, but one of their back rows gone and I have an extra unit on field. If they use Shield, it kind of sucks because I'm basically paying, but I'm still basically paying 1 extra spirit to get rid of a back row, which is still nice. Tsunami's the worst one because that stops multiple of my guys, and that's why I run the water spirits, is to try and counterplay that. It just doesn't really work in Clash. Doesn't seem like. Maybe I've got some setting turned on that I shouldn't. But it doesn't let me misenchant guys. Alright. Dense Fog doesn't affect me too bad. I'm getting so many like heavy rune starts. I go first though. Let's see if he mulligans first. It's gonna be water. It is. Alright. We're gonna mulligan too. I don't like mulliganing for the same reason of like expending spirits. Okay, I got a Gorgons. It still sucks, but I'm gonna keep it. Volcanic Forge, Altar of Stars could definitely be better. Spend a draw. I'll drop another fire, make sure they're in my underworld. Alright. Hephstia is not bad. That enables Altar of Stars. I can play Kinleo to heal, which is cool. Oh, if he starts Magnaros, I probably want to play the Kinleo now. Let's do it. Yeah. Because I've got the Leonite in hand, so I don't need to... I don't need to worry about... searching for it. I can just special cast. I've got the spirits in the underworld, so I can heal. Disenchant 2. Special cast. This way he can't stop me either. Turn up to 3. Okay. Yeah, so I've only got 2 spirits in Underworld. After starting, drawing an extra card, now Stadium, Hephstia, Kinleo. But I'm down to 1 card in hand. That's the problem. I have 1 card in hand. So basically, if he has something to kill my Leonite, I'm going to be sad. Well, that's interesting. Starting with Foamy Champ. Disenchant. Or... does he have the Tadpuff already? I have the Gorgons. That's why. That's the whole reason why I mulligan, just to try and get a Gorgons. He does have the Tadpuff. So I have Volcanic Forge. So he'll have to have Shield if he wants to stop my... He's playing it in defense, so that's good. He's learning from the last game. He must not have any follow-up immediately. I will Gorgons it. I'll keep some fires in the underworld. I don't know if he has a second Lockagon, but I'm gonna Gorgons it anyways. Even if it's 2 champ locks, it's still bad for me because he's healing off of it, and I'm actually surprised he didn't get more waters in the underworld. But yeah, Shield is the only thing that will really send Leonite back. He could Gorgons to buy a turn, which would still be bad. Okay, he doesn't set any back row, so he must have all combo pieces. That makes me a little scared he might have a second Tadpuff. Ooh. Hephstia draw is not good here. That's not good at all. He can't do, he can't Earthquake, or... Oh, this setting, can't set... Oh, that's right, because they played Foamy. Yeah, that sucks. I can't be resting to Earthquake on Leonite's what I was saying. And then the bug with setting cards that are not counter runes, we have determined, I think, it's due to cards that discard or have an effect from hand. So things like Lichen Form, Morfrost, Foamy Champ, and Amp Up Champ. I don't know what the team's doing about it. We figured it out kind of late, so they didn't seem to be able to fix it before the patch came out, but at least we kind of got it narrowed down now. Yeah, so he does have second Tadpuff combo in hand. Not really any counterplay I can do for that. That's pretty brutal. He just high rolled, basically. Unless he plays Frostfall Lock and doesn't have Ambro. Or if he does play a second Champ Lock. But basically, if he doesn't have Frostfall Lock, I'm not scared. Oh, he just plays Dratago. Oh, he's gonna Nexus. Okay. So he'll Nexus from the Tadpuff to search another Tadpuff and another Lock. Do not have another Gorgons. Does he get some back row with this? I don't think I know what any of these three cards are. Because he searched with the Foamy to get the Champ Lock. So he was missing the Champ Lock. So if I can kill his Dratago here, I think I'll be in good shape again. Which I definitely can, because he's just not. There's no point in doing that. I still can't, so I guess it just affects the rest of the entire game. I could play Alter here just to get some extra damage in, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather keep the Alter to stop any sort of push he has. If he drew all three Tadpuffs, then man, GG to him. Like, honestly, there's no words for that one. But I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm just barely hanging on by my draws. Like, his first piece of back row. I'm not sure how commonly Lock runs Shield. I think in Clash it's more common just because it's limited. And anytime something's limited, it just activates a Neuron. It's just like, ooh, this card's good. So a lot of people run stuff. He's playing another Dratago. Does he have something to Nexus this one from? So he activated the effects. It does nothing though. Nekruff. I was just gonna say, if I can choose one card here, it would be Nekruff. I think that's GG. Burn him for one. Hit in for another 3. And I still got the Alter with 2 of the best receivers, just in case he tries to get something set up. The Lockagon decks are really all or nothing though. If they can't get the lockout, it doesn't really have a secondary win con. It doesn't really have any way to break boards outside of lock either. So he just has no way to get over my Leonite. And playing the Forge early to make sure that even if he drew fish, that they wouldn't be able to beat over me, I think is good, just to kind of like confirm the win. I've only got 4 spirits in Underworld, that's kind of crazy. GG. Alright. There are ads starting on the Twitch stream in about a minute and a half. I think I'll just... Oh, now it's my 150th game. Woohoo! My win rate's honestly really solid. For this many games, having 62% win rate, that's so good. And even since the last change, I've played like 40 games. It's not as good, but it's still solid. P-Box hasn't really come up at all today. I don't think it's come up once. Just change on to fire. Because I don't think there's anything water-wise. Water, water runes. Yeah, the only one that's general purpose for water is Tsunami, sort of Monsoon. But I don't really want to use... I tried Tsunami for a little bit. It was okay, but with all the locks running around, running a card in my main deck that's just going to be dead half the time sucks. Other runes... Eruption I've thought about sometimes, but every time I try it, it's bad. I always have more spirits on board than my opponent, so it's hard enough to play Lavalith. Having resting just doesn't really seem like the play either. Could be worth it sometime, though. Facing like a Hermes deck or something. Somebody was talking about a bug with Reforge. I've never really used this card. I've never had any reason to, but maybe someone would use it sometime. It's just kind of bad. Return artifact room from your underworld to your hand. Return spirits equal to that artifact's rune cost. Underworld to your spirit deck. So maybe if you're playing like Hammer of Hephstia. But even that seems hard to justify. Like, I always have, like, Hephstia, Hephstia, and Torch on it field. So if I wanted to run Hammer of Hephstia, I could. But the problem is, like, if I'm facing a lock deck, they're just going to destroy the Hammer first. And then they'll destroy the Elestral with the Ambrosia. Or they'll just be able to beat over it after the attack drop. And that's the only real thing you'd want the target removal from. And for costing 2... it's tough to justify. Alright, ads are going on now. Gonna use the bathroom real quick. One of the things this game could really use is a match history. I think that would be really nice. What? Trying to find. Thought I had something set up for win rate, but I guess I don't. It's something I want to set up at some point. I mean, it's not. I could just create a text box real quick. A couple of them. Let's get back into the. Just make it tiny, put it up here. I want to make it above the chat though. And then miss. That way, if anyone decides to stop in, they can see how the day's going. I have no idea what we were at. I don't think we've lost today. But at the same time, I just don't know. If I do this, move the chat down, then I've got a little more space for this. That'll be nice. There we go. We might have scared off the competition now. We did win that last game, right? Yes. Yep. That was against the locked player. Yeah, a match history. A match history would be super nice. Even just a simple one that just says like who you faced and if you won or not would be cool. But it would be even better if they show like. I don't think they could show the whole deck. That might get a little sketchy with people trying to hide information, which seems silly to do. But if they even just did something that showed some of the revealed cards, so you kind of get a gist of the idea of what you fought against. Start with, see, Gorgon's PTA start. It's just so good. Spend a draw. Get a fire in the underworld. Second Gorgons. Crazy. For our pattern, we'll go Gorgons, PTA, Gorgons. You know, something I haven't thought a whole lot about, but it's so nice not to have to think about my opponent having Hurricane. Because, like, right now, if somebody plays Hurricane, it's just game over. I lose 3 of my cards. They're important. I was just... like, the only alternative is, like, Gloombat Lunar Phase shenanigans. So that is kind of funny that I'm facing a Lunar deck immediately now. Is he gonna pop something? I'm gonna PTA the Toxiri because I think it's super annoying. And I'm not sure what this guy is even running, to be honest. Maybe I should save the PTA for like a Nobby or a Doppelgator, but this is fine, I think. Getting rid of the Toxiri so we can't really utilize Dense Fog is cool too. Even if he does blow up the Gloombat to take out one of my Gorgons, I've got one more, so I'm not super scared of that. Yeah, because since he has 0 attack now, he won't even be able to hit into me. So he doesn't... He uses Gloombat for damage. I do not approve of that. I don't think there's any reason to do that here. Gloombat, you're either going to use it as Ascension fodder or to blow up back row. The whole reason I even consider playing Gloombat is because of the Lunar Eclipse that deals more... You can blow up back row based on how many Elestrals you have on field. So if he played it there, he would have been able to destroy 2 of my back row and then destroy the 3rd with Gloombat. That would have been a good play. That would have been a great play. I don't even know if Lunar Eclipse is in the game, honestly. But if this is the game he wants to play, we can do that. Oh, I guess Gloombat is just destroy a rune. That's interesting. I guess since the cast requirement is to have 2 face down runes, I guess I've kind of assumed it was that it destroys a face down rune. Man, that makes Gloombat even better, honestly. See, I want, like, how can I play a Necruff Misenchanted? Like, please, I want to play a Necruff with water now, so I have, like, tsunami protection. Like, I don't have an option over here. I just... Is that it? That's probably it. I bet that's it. Oh man. If I lose a tsunami now, I'm gonna be sad. Hey, Commander. Good to see you. How you been? Haven't seen you in a bit. You never hit me up. Okay, Dense Fog. I don't care about that. He's doing that to stop himself from taking a damage from Necruff, but he just spent a spirit to get rid of his back row and to, like, I'll take that any day to get rid of a Dense Fog. That's sick. I don't think it was a good play because he lost his Gloombat now. I get to hit in for 2. I've got 2 Gorgons set and 2 Necruffs on field. I don't know what he... Maybe he's probably got a Navi. Navi would help him in this situation significantly. You didn't... You're low-key here to hold yourself to that. Not this second, but soon. I mean, life's kind of busy for me now. You kind of missed your chance, but I can try and find some time someday to teach you. PTA? I'm not sure that... I mean, he's gold. I imagine he knows what he's doing to some extent. He's got Lunar Special Casts is kind of what his deck looks like it is. Oh, there's the Navi. And we'll Gorgons. I'm getting better at this game, though. I just got top 16 in the last premiere. With a deck that nobody considered. Some people were covering it, think it's interesting. I'm trying to build a name for myself on here, and as you can see from my whole 1 viewer watching, it's working out pretty well. He's running out of gas. I think he had this set last time and he didn't use it, so I don't think I need to be afraid of it. But I could be wrong. If it's like a new moon or something, that would be a little painful. Ultra Stars, okay. I think I'm gonna re-enchant Necro for the water, so I don't have to worry about Tsunami at all. One viewer. Yeah, that is you. Gorgons. Okay. Yeah. So here he just re-enchants his Navi. Which isn't what I want him to do, but I don't have a lot of... Oh, he just has a second Navi? Really? Yikes. I need a good draw here. Wait, Eva, what have you been up to? You've been playing, you've been playing Magic more, or doing some other stuff? Good card, good card, good card. No. Oh, that's so silly. That's so absurdly silly. I don't want that right now. Whatever, we're gambling. Everything on the Necrof. Okay, that's good. Normally I would never do this. 3 spirits on a 1 cost. There's so many ways to out it. But I have too many spirits to play Lavalith. And I don't want to send over Necrof because his destruction effect is so good, and he's only got force here anyways. If I get literally anything else, I can play Hephstia. He expends to draw. That is like the best case scenario here. But now I'm a little afraid if that's a shield, I'm going to be hurting. I don't think he realizes he can re-enchant his Navi. Okay, we're going to do this. I wish I remembered which one he just set. I was not paying attention. Oh, that doesn't work here. That does not work here. Since I've got all the extra spirits on Necrof, I can still use Ultra Stars just fine. Yeah, that Dense Fog doesn't work on cast effects. I'm just gonna grab a Torch of Hephstia. Suppression also doesn't stop ascensions, so since that was my special cast, I can now ascend into Lavalith. And I will destroy his other rune. He has Gorgons, which is kind of silly to use here. Because... Alright, so all I wanted to do was stop my Necrof from attacking him. So now there's no point in him having used the Dense Fog. I don't want to use this effect here, because if I do, I'd actually have to destroy one of my own runes. I'm going to attack over the Navi so I don't have to worry about him re-enchanting it anymore. Deal 1 damage to him. And if he happens to have a Doppelganger or something to ascend his Spectaris over, oh well. I've got enough tools here, I can take out pretty much anything. Like, in this situation, I wouldn't quite be able to beat a Pentair. Okay. Oh, he misenchanted it. I was like, either way, I have Alter. I can swap him to defense now, and I'll do this. I will next. Okay, yeah. I can swap him to defense. I can hit over him. I can hit in for games. That's why you forfeit. Win 100 games in ranked mode. Sweet. Wait a sec. We got 95 wins with this deck alone. Are you telling me that I've only won? I guess. Yeah, I only played a couple games. Most of my games before were on the whatever it was, early access beta, the free beta keys. Yeah, so Lunar's usually one of my worst matchups. He didn't entirely seem to know what he was doing because he wasted both of his Dense Fogs. Dense Fog doesn't do a whole lot against me, in all truth. It can ruin Warmite. Can definitely ruin Warmite. Because if I play Hephastia's Hearth and my opponent chains Dense Fog, then they will stop. Alright, no, it's on chain, so no, it's not on chain at that point. I guess I'm not entirely sure how that works. I might have to ask about that one. Because it creates a new chain. But it's, I don't know. Yeah, that one I'd have to ask about. But it stops Valkyrie's base for sure, which I've only seen like once today, which is kind of weird. Since that'll drop its stat boost, and then it kind of sits as a 3-2 unless I've got Torch or Forge. Which, I mean, with how often I've been drawing Forge, it's not that unlikely. Yeah, queue times are probably only going to get longer. I'll probably play until the next set of ads and then quit. I'd rather not switch to do other stuff in between right now. Kind of fried from the day. Yeah, I haven't seen a... Well, I guess we saw the Amp Up deck. I was going to say I haven't seen a Thunderstorm one. But I just haven't seen any Fungalos. Have we seen kind of each element? We haven't seen Frost today. We haven't seen more Frost. Maybe that can be the next match. Well, I see a Snowlet. That'll be funny if it actually is. I go first with Alter, Forge, Necruff. That's a little tough. Wait on the expend. Earth Lunar, so it's an Ant-Titan deck. Ant-Titan. I'll keep. I think it's just crazy risky, and I'll probably regret it. I'm gonna set the torch because I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna play it next turn. They scare him that way. So I have 2 dead back row because one of them's altar with nothing on field, and the other one is Torch of Hephstia. But I don't want to put anything on field going first against Ant-Titan because it's very easy for my opponent to play Artemis Arrow to suppress me, and then get the, I guess, Dense Fog to suppress. Basically, I want to stop them from getting the Champ Spectaruses out. Ooh, 3 back row. One of them is Dense Fog, which isn't going to be too bad against Necruff. Carries, that's cool. I like that. See if we can bait out our Gorgons. And the only thing I don't like about this is that it's not Gorgons or P-Box. Alright, so he's got P-Box. Milla Hephstia. Oh no, not the Gorgons. Okay. I think I'm good to play Volcanic Forge. I don't think this deck runs anything that would stop that. The other thing that sucks about that P-Box is that Hephaestus is a good use for Altar Stars. Yeah, and actually, having the Leonite... You know what? Those mills actually hurt really bad. Normally the mills are just whatever, but those 2 cards would have been so nice. Alright, we'll see if you got shield now. Kinleo champ, Warmite champ. Oh, Gorgons. Sweet. And I've got a 7 attacker on field, and it's not a bug, so I don't have to worry about dying to a rogue Ardbud, Aardvarm combo. They kept the Dense Fog, though. Maybe, yep, so using it here in order to special cast the Spectaris, probably. Oh. That stings. Yeah, so having Ardbud plus 1 card that suppresses. Yeah. And this is the turn before I get Gorgons. Aardvarm, search Spectaris champ again. Cast Spectaris champ. Yep. This is pain. Alright. The real question is, do they have any more defense, and do they have any bugs to discard? Okay. So do they have a second bug? Because I have to chain this now. I'll Nexus from the Torch onto Volcaries. And I will swap the Ant Titan to defense. Ooh. It's so painful. Gorgon's one turn too late. So Tsunami won't work here. Basically, if one of these is shield, I just lose. Otherwise, I can actually attack over the Ant Titan here. Gorgons won't do it, because I can just Gorgons him. Yep. I mean, it's not super surprising, but it does suck. Yeah, they had a Nog to start this, right? Yeah. So they mulligan into a Nog, and they get something really good. I don't know, I need to like shuffle somehow. I didn't want to use the gaze here. I was hoping they wouldn't draw another bug. Spend a draw. Yeah. It's like, what do I even get here? Warmates. Yeah, that doesn't help me. Yeah, I'm gonna lose because of the shield and the Gorgons this one turn too late and their full combo. It is just a little tough. I probably should have Gorgons the initial Toxiri, because I don't know if they would have had another way to get suppression. No, I didn't have Gorgons this turn. That was the last game. This game I just didn't have anything. Oh, and then they have the third Specteris champ. Normally I think people only run two, so I'm surprised they have a third. Like, this whole strat would have fallen apart if I just got a Gorgons or if they didn't have shield. It's just, I had multiple ways to win and I just didn't get them. Did not get lucky. Like, if I get a Hephstia, I think I can still get out of this just fine. Because I can special cast Kinleo, heal. But that's like the only card that's going to get me out of here. Play Dense Fog off of the Specteris. lose my target so I don't get the extra destruction. So that turn it makes sense to do that. Because it's at the end of the game and losing one spirit could be more important. I forget if I know my next card or not. Like, I need it this turn, I think. I don't think there's any getting out of it if I don't. Oh, Hephstia's Hearth, really? Let's see, -6. Oh. Oh, seriously? So today I learned that Ant-Titan doesn't work against opponents' bugs either. That's really fascinating. I never knew that. So I can't target him with my ability. So I was hoping like, oh, with Volcanic Forge, I can enchant myself with 2. Target him. And then I'll actually beat over because I'll have 2 more spirits. So I'll be at 6 and he'll be -6. So he'll be at 5. Then I can destroy him. But I can't target him. Yeah, I'm just going to chain it. I'm just going to play it off of the Warmite. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. I forgot that's not how it works. If you pay it off of Warmite, you don't get to heal. Because it's not enchanted when it's cast. So I just took an extra damage, didn't get the heal. So if I can top deck a Hephstia, which I think this one's still in my foretell. P-box. Yeah. Nope. Very, very unlucky series of events. And learning that Ant-Titan bug Elestral on my board also counts is valuable knowledge, so I'm not disappointed with that match. I do wish I would have won, but my opponent drew well. I did not. I'm surprised they're running Nog in that deck. Like, they almost ran out of spirits by the end of it. It's a pretty spirit-heavy deck. Maybe it's just in place of Rise in the Shadows, because that's not in the game yet. It's Rise is so good in that deck. Set to use Foamy. I'm surprised they didn't just play Foamy, grab Aphrodite, and then search for this. I'd be surprised if they have Tadpuff 2 locks in hand right now. Maybe it's Afro Tadpuff lock? Which, once again, that's a crazy starting hand. And, like, with 2 back row? Insane. Come on, give me a Gorgons. Hepstia's Hearth. That could work. Play a Torchin. See if he lets me get it. Nope, he's gonna Gorgons. Yeah, so it didn't matter what I did. He was going to stop me from getting any guys out with the Gorgons while he plays the Aphros, and then he just slow plays the lock. He might have sent over the Aphros this turn, in which case I'll just PTA that one, I think. PTA the champ one. If he does special cast the next one, then I think he won't have enough spirits in Underworld that I can beat over it with Warmite yet. So I guess it depends on if he if he has like Nogs or something. Togwa, okay. Is he gonna... I'm gonna keep the PTA for sure. Keep for something bigger. So he didn't Nexus. I was kind of hoping he would, because Warmite can't actually get over Togwa. And then Torsion would survive, but this makes sense. No reason to let me keep a guy on field. Okay, Volcarius is pretty nice. I'll play the Warmite though. You're gonna Gorgons this too. So he drew 2 Gorgons in his starting hand, because those both were there. Problem is, I don't have enough spirits in Underworld to really utilize Hephastia's Hearth, because I need 4 fire spirits. I've only got 1. I could use it, but it's gonna be a waste. Kinda hope he just ascends with lock over like his Aphros here, and then I just PTA it. So his last card in hand is the lock he picked up. So I wouldn't be surprised if he disenchants, grabs... Oh no, he's gonna grab the other Lockagon. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I see now. Oh, he's gonna Nexus first and then do it. Yeah, double Gorgons into just barely having all the pieces you need is tough. Hey CG, how you doing? Wait, he did grab... I didn't look. He grabbed Aphros with Dratagua effects? That's so weird. This guy has no idea how the combo works, I don't think. Because if he just ascended into Lockagon, played both locks, I would have like nothing. But now his lock is pretty much as good as dead against me. Playing a little bizarre, that's nice. Yeah, I'm just getting some practice in with this deck. Got a tournament on Saturday, trying to make sure I'm well prepared. Oh, he hasn't used Aphrodite yet. That's right. I did forget about that. Darn. Okay. He's... So that's why he searched the fish with Drutago. Okay. I should give him some respect. He was more well prepared than I thought he would be. Because I thought he had nothing left as soon as he used that. So he's targeting my Hephastia's Hearth. So I'm going to play it. And that kind of depends on what this last card is. Because I can get my Warmites high enough stats that it can actually get over everything here. And I don't... Can only return one. I guess if this is a spoiled fruit, I just kind of lose now. So I probably shouldn't have used the healing part just because I was afraid of a spoiled fruit. Just to heal one spirit. And he forfeits. Okay, I don't think the game was quite over yet. I guess maybe it was. I kill the Lockagon. There's 3 more spirits in Underworld. He has 8. I play my Warmite. My other Warmite, drop him down to 5. I can go over him with this Warmite. But then he still has the 2 Aphoros left. And if that wasn't a Soulmates... I guess if it was a Soulmates, I'd just lose immediately. Because he gets 2 big guys out. And he pops my Warmite. And swings in for 6. So it just must not have been. But I mean, that's why you don't give up games. I don't know what his back row was. But if it was just about anything, it would have helped him. Because even if it was a shield, he could have shielded my 3 Spirit Warmite. And then he'd add 2 more water spirits in the Underworld and he'd have a 10 guy out, and that would be pretty tough to beat. Yeah, but if he had played or targeted my Warmite instead of the back row, he would have beaten me there. Alright, so this is the Ant-Titan again. I go first with damage options. Let's see. I don't think Ant-Titan has any removal options, so I think I'm good to keep this hand and just PTA the Ant-Titan when it comes out. Just gonna play it slow to start. Just gonna throw a Necroff out. best thing they can do, as far as I know, is trade Spectaris for Necruff, which, given that is a pretty good trade, because you prevent the Necruff from getting the expend with the suppression in battle step, but we'll see. So there's the Nog. Oh, is this a water deck now? They're switching up on me. Okay, well, now I wish I could play Mulligan for Gorgons. That's facing like 2 rounds ago. Gotta keep the win rate thing in mind. Still bringing that back. All right, Dratagua. Yeah. Nexus run onto the Dratagua. Search for Tadpuff, then search for Lockagun. Now I basically need my next draw to be Gorgons or I lose. Isn't this fun? It's probably 3 back row here too. Even if it is Gorgons, I still don't insta survive. I just have a chance to. Okay, only 1 back row, so it's a lot of combo pieces. That is not Gorgons. That is also not Gorgons. Trying to play cheap, not keep too much on board. That way... That way when they play their combo, in case they have multiple options to destroy, that I can still break through. Oh, you know what? That's going to be a Soulmates, and then the game's just over. Oh. Sucks. Yep. Tadpuff. Into Champ Lock. To Frostfall Lock. No. I'm gonna do it on the Frostfall Lock. Yeah. Because getting over an 11 is tough. So I do have Torchin in Leonites, so I could play Torchin in defense, grab Hephstia, then the next turn go Hephstia, special cast full carries, go into Leonite or something. I don't know, it's going to be expensive, but yeah, I guess if that's a Soulmates, I don't think it really matters what I do, I just kind of insta-lose. It doesn't matter which one I get rid of. I like having enough fires in the underworld, but getting rid of my waters when they're not going to be useful is good too. I mean, I guess it could be a Tsunami. But I'm surprised they wouldn't have used it earlier against the Necruff. Alright. Moment of truth. See what you got. Gorgons. Gorgons would do it. It was Soulmates. Is that a bug? Or were they just confident? That's interesting. It seems weird. I'm not sure if they have enough spirits for another full combo, but maybe. Disenchanting the Aphrodite when nothing's on board. Oh, to then resting, get rid of the Lavalith. Okay. I was confused there. Thought that was a misplay, but it looks intentional. Oh, because this is the base set Galaxy. Trying to figure out how I can secure the win. Got a 6-card combo that gets him down to 2, but that also gets me, or 6-spirit combo that gets me down. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll just keep slow playing it. Because I was debating on playing Torch first, grab Hephstia, cast Hephstia, special cast Volcaries, search Hephaestus, grab Torch. Only gonna play Hephaestus with 2, immediately disenchant, grab Torch. I'm not really sure why Galaxy's in this deck. Seems like an odd choice, but could work. I guess it helps your champ lock, but that still seems kind of weird. Ooh, wow, where were these when I needed them? I drew all guys and no utility. Oh, we get ads coming up in 3. I'll probably just be responsible and end the stream after this match. So I'll try and snooze the ads until then. Just trying to stall out with Dratago, okay. Play a base Volcaries. Keep applying pressure. I got the Gorgons now, so I'm pretty much not scared of anything. P-Box, Alter, Leonites, that sucks. Probably could have Hestia's Hurt there to just deal an extra damage. I debated on it, but I don't think it's worth it in that scenario. Next turn I'll play Torchin just to end the game by getting the double enchant from Hestia's Hearth. Another Dratog. Okay, well, might not be that easy. It's so tempting to Gorgons this, but I will not. Just in case they pull out something. I don't know if that's what they had in hand, because I know that they haven't been playing a lot of back row, so I'm assuming it's all guys in their hand. So if they're slowly rebuilding a combo and just sustaining the turns until then, yeah, like there's a back row. If that's like Tsunami or something, I don't want to mess with that. I already dropped my... Yeah. Alright, so now we play Torchin and attack. No, I don't want to do that. Nope. I will Nexus from Hephstia onto itself. I can now set P-Box just as an extra countermeasure, not any specific purpose. Go Volcarious Champ over. It is a Tsunami, which I was afraid of, because that's like the one card that delays this even further. And I did get rid of my Water Spirits earlier, otherwise I would have been able to re-enchant my Volcarious with the water to make this nice and easy. I'll throw the Warmite on top of my deck for Hestia's Hearth. I didn't even see the heal effect activate, but I'm just going to stop it anyways. Yeah. I mean, they saw me draw the Gorgon, so I'm a little surprised they kept playing if they knew that was coming. But I mean, Dratogwa, double Dratogwa to heal, sustain into Tsunami to prevent me from attacking, and then following up with a final Lockagon combo. Because if they got the combo out, Lockagon would have healed 2, popped one of my guys, and hit in for, I guess they would have attacked 2. I had Hestia's Hearth and Leonite, and they wouldn't have been able to take out all 3, so I was still fine even if I didn't have the Gorgons there. For fun, I should have limit tested it and just seen what happened if I didn't play the Gorgons. Because I do think I could have won still, unless there's something I'm not thinking about. Because I was in defense, so they wouldn't have been able to do the overflow damage. But I guess... Oh, it's a little tough, because if... I was running out of Spirits... But I would have been able to play Hestia's Hearth using the spirits from Leonite. So I would have been able to be at like 12 attack with 4 spirits. And I think I would have been able to attack over the big Lockagon and hit for 2. And then they would have been down to 0 spirits with just the champ lock. And they wouldn't have had anything left. So it would have been super close. But I think I would have been able to pull through in the end. But yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here today. Might be back on Friday or something. We'll see. I'm going to plan the premiere on Saturday, and I'll try and get some recordings for you. But we'll see. Schedule's always kind of crazy, but thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.